Father, the room is dim. The ceiling is quiet. The day is finally behind me. Yet my thoughts are not. They linger. I can feel them circling. Moments replaying. Conversations echoing. Small regrets growing louder in the dark. Night has a way of uncovering what daylight distracts. And so I come to you slowly. Not with volume. Not with declarations. Just with need. I don't want noise to carry me into sleep tonight. I don't want distraction to numb me. I want something deeper. I want your word to be the last voice I hear. Not as a slogan, not as a ritual, but as breath. Your word says, "You are my refuge and my shield. I have put my hope in your word." Refuge. That means I can stop bracing myself. Shield. That means I don't have to defend my mind alone. Hope in your word. Not in how the day went. Not in what I accomplished. Not in what I fixed. Hope in what you have spoken. Lord, if I am honest, sometimes I use scripture like a quick bandage. I quote it fast. I repeat it loudly, but I don't always let it sink. Tonight, I want it to sink. Let it fall past my racing thoughts, past my rehearsed fears, past the quiet shame I didn't admit to anyone. Let it reach the places in me that are tired of pretending to be strong. Isaiah says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." Perfect peace. I don't feel perfect peace. I feel fragments. I feel unfinished sentences inside my head. I feel tension in my jaw. What does it mean to fix my mind on you when my mind won't stay still? Here is my honest question. What if I try to focus on you and my thoughts keep drifting back to fear? Will you grow tired of pulling me back? Will you sigh at my inconsistency? I know the right answer, but I'm asking the real question. Because sometimes peace feels like something for stronger believers, and I am just human. Breathing in, breathing out. Your word invites meditation day and night. Night is harder. In daylight, faith is louder. At night, it whispers. At night, I feel the weight of who I am without productivity, without applause, without noise. And that is where you meet me. Not in my performance, in my stillness. Joshua says to meditate on your word day and night. So I sit with one truth, just one. You are here, not rushing me, not evaluating me, not comparing me to someone else's spiritual stamina. Just here. Proverbs says, "When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet." I want that. But fear doesn't leave just because I quote a verse. Sometimes it lingers at the edge of my bed. Sometimes it sits in my chest like a small stone. So instead of commanding it away, I place it before you. This is my fear. This is my anxiety about tomorrow. This is my replay of what I said wrong. This is my worry about what might fall apart. I do not hide it in spiritual language. I hand it to you, slowly. It feels costly to let go of control. Control makes me feel prepared. Surrender makes me feel exposed. If I release the need to manage tomorrow in my head tonight, who am I? Just a child. Dependent. That word humbles me. Jesus, you said, "If you remain in me, and my words remain in you," remain. Not strive. Not impress. Remain. Remaining is quiet. It is choosing not to run from this stillness. It is allowing your word to stay longer than my panic. So I remain, even with unanswered questions, even with the future unresolved, even with the faint ache of uncertainty. I notice my shoulders dropping. The room feels less threatening, not because everything changed, but because I am not alone inside it. I am not asking tonight for dramatic dreams. I am not asking for sudden clarity. I am asking for something simpler. Stay with me in this silence. Let your promises not be weapons I swing, but pillows I rest on. Let them not be loud slogans, but steady ground. If peace comes, let it come gently. If it does not rush in, help me not to panic. I do not need to manufacture calm. I only need to remain. And as I remain, I feel something loosening. Not all at once, but enough. Enough to breathe deeper. Enough to close my eyes without rehearsing worst-case scenarios. Your word is not fighting for attention. It is settling. Like quiet rain, like weightless light. And I am still here, still breathing, still held. There is a softness in the air now. Not dramatic, not overwhelming, just softer. My breathing has found a slower rhythm. The tightness in my chest is not gone, but it is no longer ruling me. Father, I realize something as I lie here. Your word does not shout over my anxiety. It does not wrestle it to the ground. It waits. It waits for me to stop arguing with my own thoughts. I have spent so many nights trying to outthink my fears, trying to solve tomorrow before I sleep, trying to fix conversations that already happened. And I am tired. Tired of mental negotiations. Tired of bracing for what might go wrong. Tired of carrying things you never asked me to carry. Your word says, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you." Cast. Not place carefully. Not manage politely. Cast. But even that feels difficult. Because if I throw my burden toward you, I lose my grip on it. And part of me feels safer holding it. At least if I hold it, I can monitor it. I can analyze it. I can rehearse it. But holding it has not made me peaceful. It has only made me weary. So here is the tension. If I let this go, what if nothing changes? If I stop obsessing, what if everything falls apart? That fear sits quietly beneath my prayers. I don't doubt your goodness. I doubt my ability to trust it fully. And yet, here I am, still talking to you, still listening. That must mean something. Your promises are not magic spells. They are invitations. Invitations to shift where my weight rests. Right now, my weight rests on outcomes, on timing, on whether things work out the way I hoped. What would it look like to rest my weight on you instead? Not on answers, on presence. The psalmist says, "You are a refuge." A refuge is not an escape from reality. It is a place within reality where I am protected. That changes something. You are not asking me to deny tomorrow. You are asking me to sleep inside your care. There is a difference. My body is beginning to feel heavier. My eyelids lower slightly. And still, a thought flickers. What if I wake up and the same problems are waiting? They probably will be, but maybe I do not need them solved tonight. Maybe I need to be strengthened for them. Maybe the real miracle is not altered circumstances. Maybe it is a steadier heart. Jesus, when you slept in the boat during the storm was still real. The waves were real. The wind was real. But so was your rest. That image unsettles me because it suggests peace is possible before the storm stops. It suggests trust is deeper than control. I want that kind of peace. Not performative calm, not denial. Real rest in the middle of unfinished things. So I bring you the unfinished. The bills not paid yet. The conversations not resolved. The health concerns not clarified. the dreams not fulfilled. I do not decorate them with spiritual language. I simply set them down, one by one. And I notice something. When I stop declaring and start releasing, my body softens. When I stop predicting and start remaining, my breathing steadies. Be still and know that I am God. Stillness feels vulnerable. In stillness, I cannot hide behind effort. In stillness, I cannot distract myself with productivity. In stillness, I am just known, fully known. That thought could be terrifying, but tonight, it feels relieving. You see my doubts and stay. You see my fatigue and stay. You see my half-formed prayers and stay. You do not withdraw because I am inconsistent. You do not step back because my faith wavers. You remain, and that gives me courage to remain too. Not because everything feels resolved, but because I am not abandoned in the unresolved. I am beginning to understand something. Soaking in your word is not about intensity. It is about saturation. It is about letting one promise linger long enough to quiet 10 lies. It is about allowing truth to drip slowly into the cracks of my thinking. Not forcing transformation, allowing it. The room is quiet. The ceiling is still. The darkness is no longer heavy. It is simply night. And night does not have to be my enemy. It can be the place where I loosen my grip, where I stop rehearsing disasters, where I let your presence sit with me in the ordinary. I do not need angels in this moment. I do not need visions. I need you. And you are here. My breathing is slower now. My thoughts are less sharp. The verses I whispered earlier are not echoing loudly. They are resting quietly, and I am resting with them. It is very quiet now. The kind of quiet that no longer feels threatening. The kind that does not demand anything from me. Father, I am not trying to win the night anymore. I am not trying to conquer my thoughts. I am not trying to prove my faith by how calm I can become. I am simply here. Your word has settled into the room. Not like armor. Not like a battle cry. More like warmth. Earlier, I wanted scripture to silence everything at once. Now I see it does something slower. It stays. It stays longer than my spiraling thoughts. It stays when my emotions fluctuate. It stays when I grow quiet. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. Dwells. Not visits. Not rushes through. Dwells. Tonight, I dwell. Even if my mind drifts. Even if small worries try to resurface. Even if tomorrow remains uncertain, I dwell. There is something humbling about admitting that I cannot manufacture peace. I cannot command my nervous system to relax on cue. I cannot reason my way into deep rest, but I can place myself in your presence. And presence changes weight. The problems have not disappeared, but they feel lighter, not solved, just lighter, because they are no longer sitting only on my chest. They are resting between us. I think about how often I wanted your promises to feel loud, to feel undeniable, to feel dramatic. But maybe the truest work of your word is quiet. Like roots growing, like breath steadying, like a child slowly falling asleep while still aware of a parent nearby. There is still one small question in me. What if I wake tomorrow and the peace I feel now is gone? And even as I ask it, I realize I do not need to solve that tonight. Tomorrow's peace is tomorrow's gift. Tonight's presence is enough. I do not need guarantees. I do not need a forecast of victory. I need rest, real rest. the kind that trusts without seeing, the kind that does not rehearse every possibility, the kind that releases its grip gently. So I release again, not dramatically, just a small unclenching. My hands loosen against the sheets. My jaw softens. My breathing deepens. Your word is no longer something I am repeating. It is something I am leaning on. And I feel held, not by emotion, not by intensity, by nearness. You are near in the stillness, near in the quiet hum of the room, near in the space between my thoughts. I do not hear angels. I do not see signs, but I sense steadiness, and steadiness is enough. If I wake in the middle of the night, you will still be here. If I dream, you will still be here. If I sleep deeply, you will still be here. Not because I declare it loudly, but because it is true. Your presence is not fragile. It does not depend on my awareness. It does not fade when I drift. It remains. So I let myself drift, not away from you, but deeper into trust. The room fades. The edges of my thoughts soften. Your promises are no longer words I am clinging to. They are atmosphere, and I am breathing them in, slowly, gently, without effort. Father, I am not striving anymore. I am not predicting tomorrow. I am not demanding reassurance. I am resting here with you. And that is enough.